Joe in real life. So one thing I've been doing behind the scenes with my mobility work is I've been trying to work on an imbalance, a muscular imbalance. I've talked about my hip dysplasia in the past, and you know, that's a regular enough thing. It can cause problems or it can't, depending on how lucky or unlucky you are, your choices in life, etc. You know, just like a lot of stuff. I have a pretty meaningful mobility difference, right side to left side, my right side being the worst. And I've been trying to restructure it with some targeted underload work. And the result, it's going pretty well, actually. But the results, short term, are that I'm incredibly sore on my right side in particular. And it's really limiting, which is good. You know, I'm going to keep up. I'm going to keep hammering it. And I do think I'm getting somewhere, but it's slowing me up a little bit. You know, I also restarted running a couple days ago, and it's funny how it messes with your gait. Like, it's fine when I'm relatively strong, but as soon as I begin to fatigue, did I say fatigue? As soon as I begin to fatigue, I end up with like a weird kind of stutter step. And, you know, that's my cue to stop running. So the runs have been on the shorter side, about 2 miles. I'm not trying to be heroic. I'm trying to get better, you know? And today's going to be more of that. In fact, the rest of the week's going to be more of that. And then next week, I'm going to start hypertrophy, knock on wood, rub the lucky rabbit's foot, all that. I think I want to do pins again. I really liked pins, and I want to explore it again today. I'm a little nervous because the load is so intense, and I don't want to tear something, you know? But it was really interesting, especially yesterday. And I want to look at it in the back squat today. That's my plan. That's basically, I'm going to do a chill little workout. I'm going to do some mobility work. I'm going to do some crawling. And I'm going to put something heavy on my back and see what happens. I might lower the pins 1, 2, just to see. I want to see if the back squat has a crisis point like the front squat did yesterday. I know I said it yesterday, but man, I wish I could explain what that felt like. That, like, the 14 on my pegs was exactly the point where the bottom dropped out of everything in the front squat. I'm wondering if 13 or 12 is that point in the back squat. I'll try 13 today, and I'll get back to you, right? Literally next. So stay tuned. Okay, so notch 13 is not the notch. It was definitely manageable. But I'll tell you what, notch 12 is definitely the notch. And notch 11 is probably as bad or worse, although it's hard to know that for sure. 13 was bad. It was definitely worse than 14, and I felt a power drop out, but it was nothing like the front squats yesterday. But there was also the undeniable impression that if it was even just a 1/4 of an inch lower, the power would have dropped right out. So I'm definitely, maybe even tomorrow, I'm going to do it on 12 and try to get up to 225. Today I got up to 230. I did 230 just to be cute, you know. Oh, and I'm getting my swings in, James. It's 7 today, right? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure it's 7. And how do you feel about a 15-minute time limit to get all reps in? Up to 100. Is that too long? Is that too short? I don't know. we can talk about it. It's just you and me, so we'll figure it out, man. We should have a time limit though, so you know, just so that we're not like constantly negotiating with the bell, not with each other, you know. I'm digging the pins. I'm really digging the pin squat. For one, I get to set myself up perfectly, you know, so I'm completely out of excuses. And on the 230 rep, which you'll see at the end of this video, I definitely lowered too quickly. But honestly, that doesn't matter with a pin squat, you know, like ideally I would have gotten the negative and I would have felt it all the way down. And I don't know, I just got excited, or I went too fast, or I was absent-minded. I wasn't trying to cheat the rep really. But when you get to the bottom, you stop and you rest. So it doesn't matter. It's not like dive bombing a regular rep where you get that stretch reflex at the bottom. There's no stretch reflex. And I gotta say, man, it feels awful. like it's just terrible. And it's incredible how weak you are. It's both incredible how weak you are, but then how that strength starts redoubling, you know? Like once you find your purchase point under the bar, it's like, it feels like when you see a rocket take off, where there's just massive explosion and all this fire underneath it and smoke just rolling in spirals, and it barely looks like it's lifting at all. Like it just barely seems like it comes off the ground until it hits that point, and then phew, it's gone. That's how it feels. And you know, I'm not a space shuttle, I get it, nor am I a little boy, even though I'm clinging to space shuttle imagery, which, you know, I'll admit I could have picked something else. I'm struggling to think of anything else right now, but that's the case. So yeah, I'm digging the pin squats. I'm feeling good. What else? I think that's it. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'm going to try hard to do the same. And I will see you cats tomorrow. I don't think I included the 230. Well, I made it short. You'll see it in shorts.